Alright guys, what I want to show you today is these new things for the Druid, and I'll go through different classes. But first I'm going to start with the Druid. Okay, now the first thing we have here is a balance. Now you get 5 intellect. I'm not sure if that's the same. I haven't been really paying attention, but yeah, balance. Now you have Feral. Now we're going to have this new thing called Guardian. I think they're breaking them up now. These like 3-player classes. You know, you can be either a tank for in the feral part or a DPS. Well, now they're gonna break off into a guardian mode, which is gonna be the tank. Restoration is healing. Now one new spell. Let me check some. All right. Here's one new spell that you guys are going to get right here. This is for every single druid, so this is going to make it very OP, even for the ferals now. You guys thought they were OP, now they're super OP. Symbiosis. Okay, this is going to cost 4% of your base mana. Oh yeah, not that much, but okay, it's the same for feral, but yeah, 4 base mana, 30-yard range, and it creates a symbolic link which grants the druid one ability belong to the targeted class. So if I target a DK, for example, and I can get his death grip and use a death grip on my druid or something else. I'm thinking it's like the Death Knight's spell steal thing. Yeah. And in exchange, it grants that target one of the druid's abilities based on their class and combat role. It lasts 1 hour and through death, so that's going to be very overpowered. So druids so far got a buff unless they don't buff up any other stuff. Right here we have feline swiftness. Now you can pick through these. You can select one talent point. I'm thinking these are the levels because it goes up to 90. So you can choose feline swiftness, which increases your movement speed by 10% and ability, and by an additional 20% while on cat, so you'll get a 30% movement, and that'll be at level 15. Now another one you can pick is Displacer Beast. This is pretty cool. This is teleports the druid up to 20 yards in a random direction, purging all. This is very overpowered too. Purging all periodic damaging effects and providing stealth for 10 seconds. So what this is gonna do is you're gonna fly somewhere for like you're gonna teleport, like blink 20 yards away in some direction, and you're gonna get a stealth for 10 seconds. So that's gonna be overpowered. This is pretty good too. Timeless Pursuit removes all roots and snares and increases movement speed by 70% while using cat form for 15 seconds. So it takes everything off you and you get to run fast for 70 seconds. So it pretty much just getting away. Now at level 30 you get Nature's Swiftness. We all know what that does. When you activate it, you get a free heal, and it's and the healing and the duration of the spell is increased by 50. Renewal. This is, I think, a new one. I don't really play Resto and stuff, but it instantly heals the druid for 30% of the maximum health. Usable in all shapeshift forms. So I can just boom pop 30% of my maximum health, and it's a 2-minute cooldown. And by the way, all these were 3 minutes, except this one stays on you forever. So you got to pick either a little spell or an all-time. Centron Ward, 24% of base mana, 40-yard range, 30-second cooldown. Protects a friendly target, causing any damage taken to heal the target for 4,421. Of course, it's going to be more. Every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Gaining the heal effect consumes the Centron Ward. Usable in all shapeshift forms. Lasts 30 seconds. So what this is going to do is you're going to put a ward or a healing ward or something on the target. Causing any damage will heal them for 4,421 every 2 seconds for 6. So they're going to get 3 ticks of 4,421. Except it's going to be more than that, of course, with whatever your healer is. Fairy Swarm decreases the target's armor by 12 for 5 minutes and reduces the target's movement speed by half for 15 seconds. While affected, the target cannot stealth or turn invisible. Deals 75 damage when cast from bear form. Usable in all shapeshifts, but incurs a 6-second cooldown while in bear or cat form. So you can do this every 6 seconds in bear or cat form. And what it'll do is it'll increase your targets. This is overpowered also. These druids are getting amazing. And good thing I have one. Decreases the target's armor by 12 for 5 minutes. Reduces the speed by half. So it's hard to get away too. And they cannot stealth if it's a rogue. So you pretty much have them pretty much won. This is good too. Roots all enemies within 12 yards of the destination for 8 seconds. Causes damage caused may interrupt the effect. It cannot be casted while in bear or cat form. Typhoon, we don't know what that does. Wild Change grants a movement ability in various shape-shifting forms. Non-shape-shifted, you can fly to an ally's position in your next heal and cost no mana, so you can go to a friend like a life grip one and your next heal costs no mana. Bear form, you charge to them, immobilizing them and granting you 30% haste. Cat form, you leap behind an enemy and cause your next ravage to cost no energy, not require stealth, and have no positioning requirement. That's the one for right now. Boomkin, bound backward and gain 20 lunar or solar energy, whichever is more beneficial to you. Travel form, leap forward 20 yards and take 20% reduction damage for 10 seconds. Good thing to get away with. Flight form increases flight speed by an additional 20 for 30 seconds. Aquatic form increases swim speed by an additional 200. And take 20% reduct damage. Incarnation, improve the balance, improves Moonkin form that increases arcane and nature damage by 20%, reduces all damage taken by 15. This is 3-minute cooldown. It's just a buff that you can use that helps your specs for 30 seconds. King of the Jungle for Feral is improved cat form that allows you to use all your abilities, which normally require stealth, and allows you to use prowl while in combat. So I can stealth anytime in combat, and I get to use all my abilities, which normally require stealth. Guardians, which are the now tanks. Son of Orcos, reduces the cooldowns of your melee abilities to 1.5. That's for all of them. Restoration, Tree of Life form increases armor by 120 and enhances life bloom. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. The Trents, the little tree guys, demoralizing roars now 75. Not really that good, but it's kind of good. But Orslor's Vortex conjures a vortex of wind at the Druid's location that pulls all the enemies within 15 yards towards the last 15 seconds. So what this is just like a tornado, pretty much, you could say, in the middle of wherever you put it, and all the guys will come to the middle of that vortex. So I'm guessing it's like a CC, pretty much. 30-second cooldown. That's pretty good. Bear Hug, melee attack that stuns the target and deals 10% of the Druid's health in damage every 1 second for 3. So you get a 30% of your health on as damage. Effect cancelled if the Druid moves away, attacks, or takes any other action. Using this ability activates bear form. Heart of the Wild, these just improved your stuff. Master Shapeshifter, melee abilities increase spell damage by 10 and non-instant spell casts increased physical damage by 10% last 15 minutes, stacks up to 3 times, and consumes 1 applicant each time the spell or ability benefits. Disentanglement, shapeshifting now removes roots. In addition, shapeshifting into a form heals the Druid for 20% of maximum health. This heal cannot be received more than once. And so, yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything now. There is no, pretty sure there's no new shred, like there's no new There's no new spec skills, I'm pretty sure, other than that one, the new one that we get, the very overpowered one where I get to steal your spells. Symbiosis. Alright, so as you can see, you can only pick one of these also. So this is how the thing is gonna work. Like if I'm a feral, I'm gonna like this displacement beast. I'm gonna go to the renewal. Probably gonna take probably take this one. That's pretty good. This is the new feral fire, by the way. Probably take this. Wait, no. Probably gonna take incarnation. You would want probably this because you can use it in shapeshifting, and then you're gonna want maybe this or this. So, and that's how the new talents are gonna work. You're gonna get all these spells at these levels. Symbiosis at 87, and then this is how you're gonna choose your talents now. These are the new talents. It's gonna make it so much easier. So you're just gonna here's a new spell, Might of Orsilis. You get some, increases your maximum health by 30. See, but this is how the things are working. You're just gonna get your spells, and then these are little helpers. Now it's gonna be a lot easier. So hopefully I don't have to explain this in all the other videos, make it a little shorter, and yeah, have a good day.